Hi Railbirds, and welcome to the 2024 Derby City Classic and more action from the 9-ball division. Our next match is a round 5 clash between the two gentlemen on your screen, John Morra on the right and also Dominguez on the left. It's a race to 9. Both have 0 losses. So we see the leg, looks like Johnny Morra has won the leg. So race to 9, as I said, it's winner's option, which is kind of winner's break. You don't get many players turning down a break, do you? There's no 3-foul rule. There's no jump cues allowed either, although you are allowed to jump with your full playing cue, not your break cue, just your playing cue. The balls are racked 9 on the spot, 1 at the front of course, and the 2 ball must not be racked at the back. Now we're breaking also from a break box. That's between the first and the third diamonds. It is a matchroom ranking event, this particular tournament now. And, well, it depends on who's playing, whether they're using the matchroom break or whether they're using... Well, there you see John going to the edge of that diamond. So he's adhering to the Derby City break rules. Here we go then, Canadian breaking off. Beautifully controlled break. Look at this for a break. Ah, the 5 ball. Hugging this back rail, and believe it or not, it is the lowest ball off the table. So that's the one he's going to be having a go at. 4 balls on his first break, and he never hardly hit them, did he? It was all about accuracy and timing there. Now, can he just snick this 5 ball in, or will he settle for a safety? It's a pretty thin one. Yeah, just a safety. And he's played it to perfection. Very nice. Oscar Dominguez, previous Mosconi Cup player, the US. Super nice guy, well liked on the tour. It's no secret he likes to play for a bit of money as well sometimes. Who knows, maybe that instigated the name of his pool room, Hard Times. Is there a gap through to this 5 for Johnny Morra? Met John many times, super nice kid. If you want a clue of how old I am, I actually remember watching his dad, Mario, play on the snooker tour back in the 80s. Mario Morra once beat Jimmy White, I believe it was in the World Championships as well. Oscar 780 Fargo, just slightly less favourite according to Fargo. And you can expect this to be quite a tactical battle. Both very, very knowledgeable. That's a really nice shot he's played there. I think he's going to have to come between the 6 and the 9. Or is he looking at 2 rails? I think the 7 might just be in the way of the 2 railer. I think he may be looking at 1 with lots of right hand spin on the cue ball. There you see, aiming right side. Got in it a little bit too much. So, does it pass the 9? Decided it didn't, so played the combo. It's gone slightly wrong. Well, it looks makeable into the side. Also has a possibility of the cross side bank. Very famously, John used to be a right-hander. He's a very good player as well. Then had some shoulder injury, which meant he couldn't play right-handed anymore. Played that well. So had to completely swap hands. And now he's an even better player left-handed. Quite an achievement. But you'll see when he breaks, if he could just make this 8 and the 9, which I'm sure he will. When he breaks, he does break right-handed though. Still says he can get more power using the original hand. Nicely done. So does take the opening rack. Like to thank our fellow sponsors bringing this video and stream to you. Hustling USA, JB Cases of course, Mr. John Barton, how are you sir? Jerry Olivier, Custom Cues, the lovely Litman Lights, Locked and Loaded, Custom Billiard Apparel, thank you so much guys. And let's not forget Bad Boys, who are bringing you this stream in conjunction with Railbirds, thank you so much. John just marking up the rack then. There you'll see him breaking right-handed. Well, no, he is breaking left-handed. Well, that's a change. Perhaps it's because he's not breaking hard. He's going for accuracy and timing rather than the power. And as we saw in the first rack, really nicely controlled. Now, how's that 3 finished? It does go in the side, I think. Natural path of the cue ball in between the 9 and the 5. Back round for the 4 into the same pocket. All about the pace here. Wow. Was never in, was it? Looked like he underhit it by quite some distance as well. I mean, he did hit it a lot thicker than he wanted. Now he could squeeze this in the side off of the 4.
Jason Casey to table 12. Jason Casey to table 12.
Oh, maybe not.
Available in this first round, folks, because we just got all the information. We'll give them about 5 more
He's
minutes.
just looking to see if it will.
People on the clock.
Four ball will be going over the corner. Oh, he's banked the 4. Where's the cue ball though? Not 100% sure that's what he played. Big shot coming up. Yeah, I'm still none the wiser whether he did or not. Perhaps I'm doing him an injustice. Perhaps he did play it. Oh, cued that really well, didn't he? This is a great shot. Just another 6 inches or so. Would have been ideal. Could cut it back to the left corner. Could play it to the right corner, of course. Or could just get a really good safety in. See what he decides. Yeah, safety it is. 5's ding up table. He's played it well. John Morra living in Toronto, in Canada. His homeroom is Jim White's and John White's beautiful corner bank ball and snooker room there near Scarborough. I had the pleasure of spending 3 glorious weeks there last year. Really is a fabulous room. 6 snooker tables, about 27 foots, and I think about 9 foots, something like that. Good effort that from John. Has left a full ball though. I don't think he's left the potting angle. Target will be cue ball behind the 6-9.
Anthony Gunn with table 14. You're on the clock.
Played it well. Just before the side pocket. Some right hand spin.
39, Kyle Arsendorf. Arsendorf to table 39. On table 13, Michael Fisher. Michael Fisher to table 13. You're on the clock.
First real error, if you can call it that, on the safety side of things from John Morra. So some good safety from Oscar. Has drawn the mistake from the Canadian. May go rail first on this. Looks pretty straight otherwise. I'd like to play the 6 into the same pocket. Oh, he's drawing out of this. Very, very difficult. He can't believe it. Done everything but drop. Straightforward run through with a little bit of right hand spin on the cue ball as well, just to bring it back out into the centre of the table. Very nicely done. John makes no secret of the fact he's had his problems with addiction in the past, but has overcome them. Drug and alcohol free for some time now. Lives the clean life. And for those players now looking to make their mark at the top of this game, they realise late nights in the clubs drinking isn't the way to go about things anymore. So well done, John. (2-0), and thank you to the main event sponsors. Without them, well, there just is no Derby City Classic. Diamond Billiard Products provided all the tables for us. Thank you, guys. Simone's cloth, of course, the best in the business. Simone's yeah, I'll try and say that the next time. Synonymous, that's the word. Synonymous with quality. Aramith billiard balls, 100 years old now. Outsfield Accurac, thank you guys for keeping the balls nice and tight. Accustats Video Productions and Masters Chalk. Thank you to each and every one of you guys. (2-0) lead. Breaking off, he's made 4 balls. Then he made 2 balls. I guess he needs to make 3 this time just to even things up a little bit. Oh, he's made 1, which is good enough. It's all you need, and I think he's got a possibility of making this 2 ball. Maybe rail first. The famous Derby City carpet. You know exactly where you are in the States by the carpets. US Open, very, very familiar one. Puerto Rico. Very standout carpet as well. And Vegas, we all know that carpet. probably the most famous one of all is Steinway, isn't it? But unfortunately, not there anymore. Closed after some years. Very famous ballroom in New York. I actually went there once. And their carpet is just pool balls everywhere, all over the floor. Sad to see that go. Earl Strickland will be very sad as well. That was his homeroom, wasn't it? Big shot then on this 3-ball. Trying to draw to the side rail as well to hold for the 4 into the top right corner. You see, digging down, has to keep that head absolutely still. Only thing that must move is the cue arm. Well, what a shot he's played there. Played with some pace and drew it off the side rail perfectly for this 4. Great shot. Now, probably won't want to do too much with the cue ball here. Well worth another look. Look at this for a shot. The ultimate inaccurate cueing. He might elect just to draw back off this. He wanted to be a little bit straighter on this, but he's okay. He can come around the back of the 6-ball and still play it into the bottom left-hand corner. Just cue ball heading towards that 8. Oh, he's played loads of check side on that. Lots of left-hand spin on that cue ball to kill all the pace. Played it so well. John really does work hard at his game. You'll often see him with his cue on top of the rail, going up and down the line between the blue cloth and the wood rail, just to see if he's keeping it nice and straight. And he'll do that for long periods of time, making sure that he's got that arm going through absolutely straight. So 8 and the 9 into the same pocket for a 3-0 lead. This is good stuff from the Canadian. Plays with a Predator Revo shaft. Oscar Dominguez recently switched over to Lakazi, I believe, after many years with Predator. And John Morra will be happy with this start. He's broken well. He's only really had that one mistake on the safety shot, where he was kicking anyway. Left that 5-ball for Oscar right over the corner pocket. Oscar somehow managing to wobble it without it dropping. Johnny Morra will be very, very happy though with the way he's playing. Going back to Oscar for a second, does a lot of good work with the juniors, Oscar Dominguez. Good supporter of the junior game. Adrian Prasad. I know he's sponsoring him, who's a great young kid. Plays at his homeroom. Savannah Easton as well. He's been working hard with Savannah also. He's a good all-round guy. And his father, Ernesto Dominguez, the most famous table fitter on the planet. One of the hardest working men in the pool industry as well, Ernesto Dominguez. I actually worked with him in Ohio, taking down some tables after an event, and I couldn't keep up with him. I think he's about 10 years older than me as well. Unbelievably hard worker, Ernesto Dominguez, and a very, very talented and fastidious table fitter. The best there is. Back to the match then. Oh, look at this for a shot. Absolutely brilliant. And Oscar really hasn't had many chances yet. Just that 1-5 ball. Did have that 3-4 bank, didn't he? In an earlier rack. Two options. Past the 4 ball. Penny gate past 3. Maybe just not enough room past the 3 to go the 1 rail on the left. So he's coming back to the original plan. Needs some left-hand spin on this as well, just to widen the angle off the rail. Doesn't like it though. This is the way he wants to play it. He wants to go past the 3, but he's just worried. Just doing his diamond measuring system. I've never really understood that. I could never work it out. Several people have tried to teach me. Well, he's hit it, but it's no good. I wouldn't say it's ball in hand position because it's on the rail, but it's okay. He's got a nice little angle on this just to play the 1 ball, bounce off the side rail for the 2. And once again, he's off and running with a very, very good chance of making this 4-0. Found a great path there. Used some left-hand spin to check the cue ball again and found the gap beautifully. This is good stuff from John Morra. Very assured striker of the ball. Plays a very simple game, doesn't he, as well? Just waiting for the guy on the next table. Can't quite make out who that is. He's camouflaged, isn't he, in his all black outfit? Apart from his Nike shoes, of course. So left hand spin on the cue ball to widen the angle off the rail to play the 7 into the same pocket. Just a little dab. Once again, there's that beautiful, assured, smooth stroke. Well, that is his nickname. He is Mr. Smooth. I don't know whether that's about his cueing or whether he was given the nickname just for his personality. He is a bit of a smooth operator, is John. Well, he'd like that one again. Still expecting to make it, but these are the ones that just sometimes you can wobble, leave them in the jaws, and all of a sudden, instead of being 4-0, it's 3-1. Your opponent breaking, he's right back in the match again. So he's done all the hard work, but needs to make this 9. No problem. Just a little brush of the jaw, but in it goes, and it is 4-0. He's nearly halfway to the 9. Now, neither player does have a loss, and although it's not double elimination in the traditional sense of the word, there is what we call a buyback. So if you do lose a match, you can pay $100 and buy yourself back in. And another unique feature of the Derby City 9 ball is after every round there is a new draw, a redraw. So you could very easily end up playing somebody you played in the last round. Is always a possibility. John happy, is he, with the Accurac? He is. Been breaking very well, hasn't he, up to now? Going right out to the edge. Now, after this rack, we'll show you the difference between the Derby City break box and the Matchroom break box. We'll show you that after this rack. Got a nice little graphic that we've prepared. Once again, a ball down off the break, a nice look at the 1 ball. Everything in the open once again. Back and forth at the cue ball for the 2. Decided the bank was easier to control. Now, it does look pretty straight, but you can just steal a little bit of angle. on this 2-ball. Does pass the 6-ball, the 3, so position not a problem. Yeah, I prefer that, the way he's played it. Much nicer. His cue ball up to now has been exquisite. So it is once again. Can come forward between the 6 and the 9 if he wishes. Could even draw stun over between the 9 and the 7. Choosing to go forwards. Just a fraction short. Can go with high left on the cue ball. Table's beginning to wear in now. This is the 5th round. Brand new cloths on them to start with, so they were sliding quite a bit. But now the cue ball beginning to grip these rails a little bit more. So he's going with the left hand spin. Watch the direction the cue ball takes after hitting that rail. Maybe it's just a little bit too sharp. It looks okay to me, but I'm not playing the shot, am I? Changed his mind, I think. He's going all around. Well, that's okay. A little tester. Strokes it in beautifully. Worrying times for Oscar Dominguez. I just wonder if Oscar might think about taking a little break now, just to break up the rhythm maybe of John Morra just a little bit. Entitled to take a 5-minute break whenever they want. Knowing Oscar Dominguez, such a gentleman, he probably wouldn't do it unless it was on his break. Really is one of the, I suppose you could call him an ambassador for pool. Very, very honest guy, super nice, will do anything to help anyone. Good family man as well, couple of children. 1 ball in the side. 2 in the corner, maybe as well. There goes the 2 and the 1. And look at this for a break. Really has broken so well. 4 ball in close proximity as well. Nothing much to do with the cue ball to get on the 4. Ball to the 5 may be the key shot then in this rack. And if he can run this out, be 2/3 of the way to victory. Oscar Dominguez yet to win a rack. That can all change though. We haven't seen him break yet, Oscar. He's going to have to play short side. Oh no, maybe not. He has got a bit of an angle here. So we can just stun this in. Just move the cue ball slightly to our right. He's overhit this. I'm really surprised he tried to come down so far. First positional error then from John Morra, and it's taken the 6th rack before we've seen one. Still could play the bank if he's feeling aggressive, but there's a nice safety shot on. Find cover between the 9 and the 7. Could play it 2-way. Well, he didn't even think of playing it 2-way. He went all in. What a shot. Good aggressive attacking pull. Look at this. Right in the heart of the pocket. Crashed it in. Finished nicely on this 6 ball. May not try and do too much with the cue ball off this though. Just kind of hold it where it is, where the 6 is. Certainly a straight shooter, isn't he? And to think it wasn't even the way he started playing the game. Started playing right-handed. Unbelievable achievement. Played with some right hand spin. Manoeuvring the cue ball. Slightly up table. It's left in this nice cut on the 8 ball. Well, after getting out of position on that 5 ball, this has been an outstanding run out from John Morra. Terrific stuff. 6-0 it is. Now, for those of you that are interested, I mentioned the Matchroom break box earlier on. I wonder if our director has managed to find the graphic. There it is. So the Matchroom break box is the one, the black lines through it. You see going from 1st and 3rd diamonds to the point of the spot. Whereas, of course, the Derby City one is just straight down. So there is quite a lot of difference in size. That's the Matchroom break box with the shaded area. John Morra though, playing Derby City box, which is the rule here. Once again, 2 balls off the break. Beautiful control. And he's had a look at the ball every single break. And it's not always down to luck. He's just striking them so beautifully. Controlling them so well. Maybe stunned through the gap here, or is he going forward? Wow, he's played on to the 9, but he didn't mean it to clip off the other ball, but it'll count. So a very, very early rack there for John Morra. Goes to within 2. Watch the 9 ball. Just clipping off of that 4, just getting the faintest of touches when it's going your way. It's going your way. Look at this, just that little flick. Would have been nicely on the 3 bank as well in the side, had the 9 have not gone in. Something needs to go catastrophically wrong now. John Morra not to win this match. Maybe a scratch on the break or something might let Oscar back into it. Although he's been breaking perfectly up to now. It only takes an unlucky little kiss or something. Your luck can't keep going. Well, what did I say? If I cursed him, I'm sorry, but I don't agree with all that. Coincidentally, it was his first dry break as well. The 1 ball went nowhere near the side pocket. So finally, Oscar Dominguez can get his hand on the table. And he's quite capable of running racks as well, so with winner option format, he's got every chance of getting right back into this match now. It has to play flawlessly. It's okay, nice angle on this 3 to bounce off the back rail. It's all about this 4 to the 5. Nice angle now. Two rails. Back to centreish table. Oh, he's coming all the way round. And he's overhit it, just like John Morra did on his 5 ball. He's still okay though. Still goes. May have to play the 6-8 combo. he's looking at coming 3 rails. If you've got to play a combo, why not play the 6-9 instead of the 6-8? Kind of the same angles, just a little bit harder on one than the other. And it will be the 6-9 then. Saw a lucky combo, or carom for John, earlier on. Oscar just imagining the 6 is the cue ball, and then he has to play the cue ball onto the 6 in that position. Normally you choose a place on the rail. In it goes, and he'll be mighty relieved to finally get a rack on the board at 7-1. Let's see then where Oscar's breaking from, going to the opposite side, normally because that's where the players have been practicing. Five ball, the wing ball, also watch for the 1. Made the 5, needs a bit of luck. I think he's got it. Now he can get round the back of the 8, in between the rail and the 8. He'd be looking at going forwards. Has to be careful though, a bit of traffic going that way. Yeah, I like this way better. Oh no, he is going that way. In between the 6 and the 3. Played with a huge amount of right hand spin. And now in prime position. And if he can break and run this one, he'll really get his arm going. He has sat out for the majority of the match, so can play this with low left, about 7 o'clock on the clock face. and just come one route straight back down the middle of the table. Maybe just a little bit put off by the 8 ball. Wants an angle. Wow, it's gone a little bit straight. Amazing, isn't it? How often that happens. You come at 12 feet with a cue ball and it lands right where you don't want it, almost straight. Oh, he manufactured a little angle on it, played a great shot. Just had a slight angle. Played it with high right and played it very, very well. Eight and the 9 into the same pocket then. For his second rack in a row. And will be a break and run. So this match then, coming to life for Oscar Dominguez. Nicely done. 7-2 it is. And that scratch on the break from John Morra. Well, it was kind of just what Oscar needed, wasn't it? Because John was flying, he was making balls on the break. Running out. Cue ball position was impeccable. And then the dry break with a scratch, which has let Oscar Dominguez back in, and he's won 2 in a row, hoping to make it 3. Ball in the corner, made the one as well. In the top left. Now a little bit of a tester here though. Can he smooth it in? Raw to the side rail and hold for the 3. He knows this is a big shot. If he goes for it and doesn't get it, could let John Morra back in to get on the hill. So there's big pressure on this shot. Doesn't have to go for it, of course. Could come up with a safety. You see, aiming way low and left on the cue ball. He's not comfortable. So he's reset himself, got himself ready to play the shot, and now 100% concentration, and ended up with a little bit of a swipe at the cue ball there. Could have been worse. Just didn't cue it very nicely at all, hurried. The stroke was very... So the players have nipped out, guys. We're going to do the same. Be back with the conclusion of this match very, very soon. Players are back. I'm back too. I'm Mark White. Welcome to this Railbirds TV production of the 2024 Derby City Classic 9-ball. Just saw Oscar miss on that 2-ball. John's done the same. Now there is a bank shot on here for Oscar Dominguez. John took a 7-0 lead and then scratched in rack 8 off the break. Oscar Dominguez ran it out, then had a break and run of his own. Broke and made a ball in this rack. Left himself a long, difficult 2, you might remember, which he missed. Just putting a little bit of a quick stroke on it. So this bank shot to get Oscar off and running again. Wants to come around the back of it. Oh, he didn't want that. Well, that's just unfortunate. Okay, he wanted to miss the 3-ball altogether, but to catch it and end up like that is just... Well, it's horrible, isn't it? Shouldn't be allowed. Just the safety. Is he trying to get in behind the 9? There you see on his shoulder, on his sleeve there, the Lucasi emblem. Almost perfect. Just that little flick though on the 9. Look how much of a difference it's made. Okay, it's not easy, this 3-ball, but it's a chance that he didn't want to risk giving John Morra, because if he does knock this in, he'll have a shot at the 5. Being on the hill, you don't want to give your opponent any chance whatsoever. Well, I said the new cloths, that would not go in on an old cloth. It was quite a long way from the pocket with that, to be honest, and I wasn't sure it was going to drop. Kind of caught that long rail and just slid along it, which took it a lot closer to the pocket. Has to avoid the 9 here. And he did, got nicely round the back of it. Can he avoid the 6 as well? Oh, look at this for a shot. Wow. Almost identical, wasn't it? Look at the position of the 9 and the 6. Had to get behind both of them and did. 7-8 combo in the side. He's a little bit short on this. He's going to have to replay 7 into the top right as we look. You see, has to play it slightly on the left, this 7 ball, which means the 7 is going to squirt to the right slightly. He could play this with some pace, take a risk if he doesn't want to roll it in. Wow. Decided to go the other way. And it's worked out A-OK. Just has to manoeuvre the cue ball up and down the table. Get on the 9 into the pocket to get on the hill. So that little bit of misfortune, you have to call it, on the 3 ball for Oscar. After landing right on it. Tried to hook John behind this 9 ball, just didn't quite get there. John played a good 3, an excellent 5 positional wise. And runs it out to get on the hill, 8-2. Commanding lead. It's going to be tough for Oscar, and that's reflected in that number at the bottom of the screen. 1%. That's the chance he's given now of winning this match. I'm sure Oscar won't think that though. He'll feel if he can at least get back to the table. He feels good enough, he's playing good enough. Just hasn't had the chances. Just that one little bit of bad luck on the 3 ball. After doubling, banking that 2 ball to the side. Only one dry break, which he scratched off so far. Looking to make the 1 and the 7. Started with 4 balls on the break. Where's the 8 ball going to finish? Oh, this is kind of similar, isn't it, to the 3 ball he made in the last rack. This 2 ball. If he can cue this in nicely, 3 ball waiting. And he should be out. So just this 2 ball, but it's extremely difficult. Maybe just a little bit of deceleration, stop the cue slightly. Could say it didn't complete the stroke. Well, this is bankable if Oscar's interested. did bank the 2 in the last rack. And this time, he's nicely on the 3. Into the top right-hand corner. Low right on the cue ball, about 5 o'clock on the clock face. Now just has to be careful to get past the 9 ball here. No problem. Nice angle on the 6, could just draw straight over or can use the route. Just drawing over, nice and just off straight on this 7. So he can bounce off and give himself an angle on the 8 as well. Or maybe finish just a little bit straight. Straightforward draw using the loop bridge, as you can see. Keep the cue down. Played it nicely, and it's going to be a rack against the serve, so to speak, and it's going to be 8-3. Oscar still in there fighting. Thanks once again to our event sponsors. Diamond Billiard Products. That's what we're playing on, the 9-foot diamonds. I think there's about 30 of them here. Simone is synonymous with quality, of course. Going for many, many years. So have Aramith. 100 years of making terrific balls and cloth, those two companies. Outsville, not quite so old, but making quality racks for us. AccuStats Video Productions and Masters Chalk. Back to the action. Oscar Dominguez is on his way back. 1 in the side. Cue ball was on its way to the side but got kicked. 9 ball was on the move again. 9 balls do count. Golden breaks, a part and parcel of 9 ball. Nice straight in 3, more or less straight. Can just hold the cue ball roughly where the 3 ball is. Might move just slightly to the left as we look. Oh, he drew it beautifully. What a nice stroke that was from Oscar. He was actually dead straight on it. Drew it back beautifully. That's the stroke right there. It's all about the speed your cue is travelling through the cue ball. If it's going a bit too quick before you get to the cue ball, that's no good. If it's going a little bit too slowly, that's no good. It's all about that timing, getting it just right, accelerating through the cue ball, and the cue going the fastest just after you've struck the cue ball. Just a beautiful, almost like a push, isn't it? Seven to the corner. He'd love the cue ball just about where it is now. On that kind of angle. Give yourself a 3/4 shot on the 8 ball. It's okay. And now draw off the side route. 7 o'clock on the cue ball. Some left hand spin. Well, he's halved the deficit. It's going to be 8-4. Maybe percentage has gone up a little bit. It has, 1%. He can keep John Morra away from the table though. And there's every chance that he can win 5 in a row. No reason why not. He's got the quality. He's got the knowledge. Got the experience as well. Oscar will tell you some great stories about the time that he spent in the Philippines learning his craft. Travelled there with his dad. They've got some stories to tell. Oh, just what he didn't want. A dry break and left John nicely in on this 1 ball. 4 to the 5. It's the shot that jumps out at me now. Play this 1 ball, just a little bit of left hand spin so as not to change the direction of the cue ball too much. Just hold it off of that rail, straighten it up so to speak, just like that. And now can play the 2 and the 3 into the same pocket. Four to the 5 though is going to be the real tester. I've gone a little bit awkward now. If he can stun into the corner and back out, go close to this bottom left hand corner with the cue ball, about a foot away from it, with some right hand spin on the cue ball, can swing it round 3 rails and finish on the 4 into the top left. Could also try and draw off the side rail, which I think is what he's decided to do. Might be going a bit close to this side pocket though. Oh, he's good. He's played it really well. Couldn't have played it better. Even has a really nice angle as well on this 4 ball. I say really nice. He would have liked a bit more maybe. Should still be okay. Could go high left on the cue ball this time. Around the angles. 5-ball into the bottom right as we look. Cued it smooth, wants a bounce. It did. This is absolutely perfect now. Great shot he played from the 3 to the 4. You get the feeling now, though, it's all over for Oscar Dominguez. He'll be dipping into his pocket, pulling out a Benjamin Franklin to buy himself back in. Overall, it's been a very good performance from John Morra. Had a terrific start. That's when all the damage was done. Can just draw back to the correct side on this 9-ball. So this then for a very, very convincing and good win for the Canadian. Fabulous start. And a great finish as well. The handshake comes. Oscar, always the gentleman. I'm sure they'll have a few things to talk about. If you've enjoyed it, guys, please like and subscribe to our Railbirds channel. And if you click that bell, also, we'll let you know when we upload something new for you to go and have a look at. I've been Mark White. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you again for some more action from the Derby City Classic 2024. See ya.